Phew. Yeah, hello. Trader Talk episode 1. And yeah, let's look at the market, see what the market has to do and what it's telling us. Lala just waiting for the live stream to start actually so that we can start looking at the market, what it is doing, and hopefully make some money this week. So I am Eric States, by the way, and this is just my way of recording my own trades, let's say that. Not for views, not for anything, just me and my own shit. Simple. Because I love my own shit and sometimes I get crazy, and yeah, it's just my idea of how can I improve myself and trade better. Simple. Not for views, I don't even care about views. When nobody sees them, who cares? Nobody cares. So let's start off with looking at the dollar index, which you see right here. By the I don't know if you can see much. Let me increase it. At least you can see that is the dollar index. And inside the dollar index, we want to see what market is saying. As you can see, this is what, let me just make it clear. Let me just delete some stuff here, like we start afresh, do analysis, and we'll see where the market is going. Just a little bit, and now I guess we are clear. As you can see, I'm on the monthly time frame. By the way, you see I have 6 months, 3 months. The reason I have, let me start off somewhere here. The reason I have 6 months, this is a 6-month time frame, is because I always want to know what the market has been doing in the long term, because sometimes day traders are caught up in the buy sell buy sell buy sell, and when especially on the higher time frame the market might be dropping like heavily, and you're on the daily time frame trying to buy sell, or even lower than daily time frame, which I kinda hate so much. So you have to figure out how to upgrade like your time frame, simple. And if you see here, on my 6 months we have been bullish, like bullish until we got last year, which is right here. You can see below here is when, below here is somewhere 2024, last 6 months actually of the 2024 we were bullish. Then all of a sudden the first year of this month of this year, first 6 months we went bearish, like extremely bearish. So up to now, overall, like big time frame, we are looking bullish. And even if I come to the 3 months, which I only use this for direction, mind you, only know that I never trade here. I only do this to see what do I expect for the next quarter, for the next 2. Overall, in a 3 months time frame, we are always bullish. Like we have been bullish since whichever this date is, which is 2008. But maybe, as you can see on the monthly, we have 3 months we have been bullish, and you can see these are now. That's why we come to the monthly time frame now, where the real work exists. And here's where this, I never delete this, like they are permanent. Let's say this is where we are looking at the bigger picture, and the only thing I do in the monthly is only 2 things. Like I'm trying to simplify all this, is go into the monthly time, look for monthly direction. We've been on a bearish when the moment broke out here, up here, and now we are sitting here, which technically is literally a pullback. Because let me tell you something. When the market wants to, if the markets, because right now we are at a 50% zone, monthly zone, and then combined with the, if I zoom clearly, you see, Look at this. Let me place something like this. Look, this monthly, we have this trend line which has been holding price like for long time to the bullish. So where we are right now, it's a very critical point. You have to understand that we are at a verge of death. They call it the valley of death. Well, the valley of death. So you have to understand where we are sitting right now. It's not something we can just say will drop like boom. Not really. Number one, remember when the market, we can backtest this a little bit. You can see when the market got to here, it always bounced so many times. When we get it bounce out of this, feel that like we can go all the way back whichever time you want. I don't know, like right now you can see this back in 1998. Like this year has been holding for that long. Damn. So where we are sitting currently, it's not that interesting, and that's where you people, day traders, got caught. Buy sell everywhere. But overall, let me show you something. If the markets wants to turn back, it will give us signs that I want to pull back. It will not just get there and drop and boom. You see, like when we got here, we got like 2 months of signs, and I'll show you in the weekly how that one looks. Well, the moment we want to reverse, like we always have signs. So right now, all we are looking is dropping. So that means all we are interested in doing is continue with the move right here. That's all we're interested. Not until the only time we will stop selling is when the market tells me, you know what, Eric, I am ready to reverse. And you see, when it's time to reverse, there's always signs. Signs are full of everywhere. You only need to open your eyes and see. So in the monthly time frame, I'm looking for bearish. I'm looking to sell this shit. Let's upgrade something here. So this is a monthly. We have seen what the monthly is telling me, that you know what, Eric, I want to drop. Now if this market will reverse, let me just give you something. If this market will reverse and start going to the upside, then expect something like this. You see what happened here? Let me reduce this a little bit. You see what happened here? The market comes, then in the weekly time frame we consolidate. I can make it a little bit visualized for you. If the market makes something like this on the weekly time frame right there, something like this, trust me, that shit is going to reverse. And this thing has happened so many times. You see, on the weekly we form a consolidation where the market is trying to figure out, like trying to collect orders. If you listen to Barnes Kropinski, he's always like pure unfiltered. That's what we trade. If that market will reverse, trust me, this consolidation on the weekly time frame is what we will wait for. And until then, trust me, we keep doing the same shit. Sell it, just sell it. Let me delete this thing I just placed here. So now when it comes to the monthly, when I come to the weekly, on the monthly it has already told me that I am selling. So now I am looking. So let me just show you something. Where is this? Oh, no. Oh, right here. So it is talking about, the only thing that is happening here right now is a pullback. You see, when you come here, there's something which we call zone over zone, because when I calculate from here up to here, this is a wider version of monthly zone, and this market pulled all the way and took orders. And even if I go to the weekly, I will see right here what happened. So this is just a monthly pullback. It should not scare you. So in the monthly, I'm interested to sell. In the weekly, what has been happening? It has been a pullback that has happening. So what I can see some sort of a channel there. You can see that, guys. Remember, I am on the weekly. Like all my analysis happen here. I make all decisions right here. right here. This is when I make all decisions. Let me just label this a little bit. My Wi-Fi is slow, so you can see, let's just label this monthly and make it go top. How do I make this? Yeah, oh, thank you. Whatever you can see. So as you get, that's my monthly. It is talking down. Now on the weekly you realize, since when is this? We have been dropping like since whichever God knows, January, right here. You see January, almost since January. I don't know why you should be interested in buying the US dollar, but now my business. I'll show you something. You see, in the weekly we have been dropping, and you can see we have been this some sort of this channel, and this is my long-term trend, 50% zone, and what channel. So when I come to the weekly, I can spot something. I don't know if you can see it, but when I come to the weekly, I can spot something like this, which is the trend continuing. It could have been a bearish flag channel, and then when I come to somewhere here, I can spot something like this, a supply zone, which is drop, base, drop. We pulled back the first time, then we came back. Then I can go down I will refine it later. I'll show you just in the daily time frame. We are looking here is where we make all decisions. Do I want to buy? If I am interested in selling this market, where is the next stop for this market? That's where we know we are the next demand zone. Yeah, we are looking for the next demand zone. So we just move that green line right here, and we are looking where is there a possibility of this market stopping the next time we get, because we have to be crucial. Remember, we have to be very, very crucial, because at the point we are, we don't really know what the market will do. We might sit there and form something like that. And when I come to see, you see this line, I can drop, I see a demand zone already. The first demand zone is right here. Drop, then we get this basing from this preferred version. And this is the base. Let me just be precise. Yeah, this is our next demand zone. Like this is my next demand. Okay, this is my next demand. Drop, then we rally, then pulled back inside that, then we go on. So we still have so much unfilled orders, because this market went here and we were waiting for the market to a little bit come. If this could have come down here, it would have been better. But now, based on now this market came down right here, now I can actually place it right somewhere here below this, because it's all about understanding the most precise level possible. The market, when we got here, the market rallied, so that means we have so many unfilled orders right there. Remember, I'm on the weekly, and if I drop further, if I just place this line right here, when I go to my left, look, I see what? Another zone, which is a rally base rally, and based on preferred version, it is so much unfilled. Let me just show you. Do you see that zone? When you look at that zone, we have so much unfilled orders right there. So right there, so that's now that one, it is high quality demand, very, very, very high quality. And let me just show you. That's my next demand zone I'm watching, because I need to understand where do we have the highest probability of reversal happening. You see, we are just going to backtest this right now, what happened to this demand zone, so that I can show you what I'm talking about. when you see something like this, look, this was a rally base rally. What about this rally base rally? Now we need to go and see what happened to it when price came back inside here. We just need to be a little bit precision. I love being precise, by the way. When we came here, it came, you see right here, this is a wider version, like that's wider version. The time when the market came down here, it came to the wider version. Actually, wider version is when you draw line, it is from week to week, you see, to the highest point of the week to the lowest point of the week. And preferred version is from the body to the lowest point the market ever been during that time. And so the first time when the market came right here, what happened? It reversed because we had so much and field orders right there. But now what will happen when we come below here, this market will get deep, because you know why? We already feel up to this. So trust me, what you need to do, we will go in the lower time and refine this and get the lowest demand zone possible here. But remember, we're only looking where will the market most likely reverse. Now let's see what happened. You see, when the market came into this my rally base rally demand zone, do you see it came all the way as deep as whatever, God knows why, and then the market rallied. That's how we sit down and look at these markets, what really happened. Okay, that's how we just sit down and look. The reason I'm doing this analysis on the dollar index so much is because it will be easier to explain everything else when I go to the other pair. So trust me, I'm going to refine this just now. And yeah, these two are my next stop, my next take profit, where I'll be looking to do what? To sell. And when I come to here in the weekly, you can see I have a based drop, which technically I wouldn't trade this, but just because the monthly is telling me, Eric, you just need to continue selling this. Okay, buy here, somewhere here. Yeah, that's when I started shorting the market, and we have been here, and you can see much has happened, pulls and go, and so much stress actually. Anything else? So let me just remove this, and I love clear charts. Now when you come to the daily, when you come to the daily now, you can sit down and see. When I don't know if you realize, I've just been following what the monthly is telling me. I don't care what the daily or any other time frame say, as long as the monthly is telling me it's time to do this, and then I come in the weekly, refine it, and I'm good. Now look here, the whole of this zone is a weekly zone, weekly supply zone to be specific. But now I can refine it. I can refine this into multiple zones on the daily time frame. This is how now we get our entry. And when I look, the market came here, then did what? The market came here, it never entered this zone. So if we come to that zone, trust me, we are going to drop. But now I can still see another one. I can see another supply zone, which is right here, and I am drawing this on a preferred version, which is this is a supply zone. So you see now right here I have, let me just be precise. I love being precise. I love precise things. Let's just say clean things. So you can see I have two supply zones. But now the real question, Eric, which one do I trade? Simple. When the